Greetings. I'm the Reverend Jen Fenner of Epworth United Methodist Church in Gaithersburg, Maryland. It gives me great joy to have you join us today as we continue our spiritual quest. Today, we're even steps closer to Jesus' ultimate suffering and death on the cross. And we find ourselves in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, starting with verse 8. Paul is describing his experiences, and he says, "We were completely overwhelmed beyond our strength, so that we even despaired of life itself. Indeed, we felt that we had received the sentence of death, so that we would not trust in ourselves, but in God who raises the dead. God has delivered us from such a terrible death, and God will deliver us. We have put our hope in God that God will deliver us again, while you join in helping us by your prayers. Then many will give thanks on our behalf for the gift that came to us through the prayers of many." Earlier in that same passage, Paul says, "Our hope for you is firm." Today, I invite you, in the midst of great suffering, in the midst of moments of despair, even despairing of life itself, I invite you to consider how our faith gives us a hope that is firm, a hope that is unshaken. Like the hymn, "My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness." We are in times that are difficult, times where people are facing uncertainties they never imagined they would, times when people feel like identity and history are literally being erased, times when we struggle to see why God doesn't intervene. And yet, in the midst of these times, we're reminded, like Paul, that we serve a God that when we are completely overwhelmed and beyond our strength, despaired of even life itself, we trust not in ourselves, but in God, who has already proven God's capacity to raise even the dead. Certainly, as Jesus made his way to the cross, he hadn't yet experienced the resurrection, but he had an assurance and a hope in the power of God beyond the power of the Roman Empire, beyond even the power of human cruelty to inflict death. And so today I invite you to search deep within for a hope that is firm. And that when you are at the end, completely overwhelmed, as Paul says, that you would trust in the God who has proven over history the ability to claim power over all things. That doesn't mean that today or tomorrow will be easy. That doesn't mean that there won't be suffering. But it does mean that there is victory in the power of God. Today, I invite you, as you face this day, in the moments when you feel like giving up, to turn your eyes to the one who has made you and to declare that you put your trust in God. Sometimes I think we believe that trusting God and believing in God's power is about what we feel, but it's really about the decision to believe. I trust you, God, even though I'm completely overwhelmed. I trust you, God, even though I cannot see. I trust you, even though it feels like death is triumphing. I trust you, God, because you have raised even the dead. God, help us as we make our journey through this world to always have before us the supremacy of your power, triumphing over not just death, but the sin that leads to death. In the spaces, God, that sin overwhelms us, in the spaces that human cruelty seems to drain the lifeblood out of us, give us the ability to have hope that is firm in you. And help us, Lord, to trust you as we walk this road. Give us just today our daily bread, and give us the courage to be hope for others. In Jesus' name.